Every week I used to think that Christian's going to be here Tuesday morning. Never doubted it. Without fail, every Tuesday morning I'd be ready by 9 o'clock for that knock at the door. And then most of this year, I haven't really been that confident that he's come in. But this week, I thought there was a possibility that he might turn up to tell me, Mart, come and look at this lovely camper van. But he didn't. He was somewhere else with an Audi. So how did I do this week then? Well, I got Zone 2. But right on the edge of Zone 1 and Zone 2. So it was, like a lot of people predicted, right in the middle of the post. I had gone too low. I had the eye line right from the player in front there. I mean, you're more or less looking up through mine to get to that one. And it's only a little bit higher from the player over here in white on the right. So, yeah, okay. I spent 150 and got 75 pence back. So, what can I say? Let's have a look what the judges did then, because I'm keen to see this. Alright, so some of the judges have gone higher than I would have thought. In fact, it's 3 in a line right at the top, which I wouldn't have thought he was looking that high, but you know, we all see it differently, don't we? What has baffled me though is this cross right here on the right hand side. How on earth could you possibly think this guy? I mean, look at this guy's his right eye, or the left one as we're looking at it. I mean, he's looking over in this direction somewhere, isn't he? How on earth can you put a cross up there? That doesn't make sense at all. Oh, it fits in with the eyesight of the player on the right, but the player on the left doesn't make any sense at all. So yeah, I would think they're going to take that one out. Other than that, there's not really any of the others you can take out because none of them are far away enough from each other to be able to say, well, that's miles out, that's ridiculous. So there is a cluster of 7, because 8 judges this week, so there's a cluster of 7 there on that post. And yeah, they're going to have to take that out, haven't they? Let's have a look, see what they did. Yeah, they did. They took Liam Walsh's cross out, the silly one from over there. And that's quite a narrow band going up there. It's a wider band, obviously, coming from the player in white. Because he's further away, so it is going to be, if you look at how it expands as it comes away from him, it's just going to get wider and wider. So, yeah, I don't think the judging was that bad. I think it's roughly in the area where we expected it to be. I know we didn't hit it spot on, but I don't think we can really complain about that. All right, let's have a look at this week's picture then, because I have had a look. The one thing that struck me about this picture, the first thing I looked at this picture, I thought, that arm, it doesn't look real. It looks out of proportion to me. Perhaps it's just me, but it looks out of proportion, and it looks like it's just been added on last minute. I don't know, perhaps it's me and I need to look sort of away and look back at it again, but that arm just looked weird to me altogether. So that's where I've gone. My first cross. When I initially did it yesterday, I did go a lot higher. And then I thought, it doesn't make sense for this player at the back in the white here because he looks as though he's looking just over his head and possibly to the side of his head. Well, if you look at this player in front and try and look at where the cross is in 3D, that it's in front of him and above him, then this player at the back would be looking at just over his head and just to the side of his head. So if I draw some lines up there, so I think he's sort of looking up in that direction there, and his other eye up in sort of that direction. So I've tried to go in the middle of the two, because you've got a picture that is a ball there, haven't you? Not just a cross. It's the same with the guy at the back. He's not, I know it's a made-up picture, but in theory, he's not looking at a cross in the sky. He's looking at a ball, which is like 1,000 times bigger than that cross. So he doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be looking at the centre of it. So he's looking, like I said, I think he's looking sort of just over his head. So for me, it was that sort of area. I can't see me changing it much from his view at the front. I may change it from the guy in white at the back from his view. I'm not sure. Could be a little bit lower than that, perhaps. I'll have to keep looking at it for a couple of... But other than that, let me have a look at the target. So how does that look? Are they looking at zone 1? Yeah, they could be. They could be. Yeah, fella in the front, I'm quite happy with where he's looking. I go where crosses lined up with him. Not 100% on the player in white. Well, I'll have to look at it. I'll have to have another couple of look at it and see if it's if I want to go a bit higher or a bit lower. But I think the view from the player at the front, I think I'm going to leave where it is. But I might have to go a little bit higher or a little bit lower. I'll decide. Let me know, guys, what your coordinate is for this one, because I think it'll be quite a tight cluster this week. I think we're all going to go roughly in the same area. I don't think it's that much of a difficult one. Maybe I'll change my mind tomorrow or Thursday, but at the moment, looking at it, I think, yeah, okay, we can pinpoint the area here, if not the exact pixel. So let me know how you got on this week. Send me a coordinate, and we'll do another one on Saturday to see where we think the average was. Because I think the average, I played close to the average this week, and I think the average would have been, if it wasn't in zone 1, it would have been only just outside in zone 2. So it wasn't far out this week. All right, let's have a quick look at Revcomps then. Because they added new cars on there last night. What we got? Transit Connect van. They're always popular, they are. People love these, don't they? A lot of you guys work, you got vans. Audi RS3 Carbon Black 2022, so that's only a year old. These are always popular. Not my cup of tea. I do like it, but too expensive to run. This Jag, 999 tickets. Now, I had a look at this one earlier and thought, 1,000 tickets? They're going to be pricey tickets. Well, they're going to be about 65, 66 quid. At the moment, they discounted 10% off, so they're about 60 quid a ticket now. And they're already selling quite quick from what I've seen. But that happened last time with the RS6. They sold out in no time, and they brought the draw forward, and they were £200 a ticket. Nice 2021 BMW. That'd be a nice family car, that. But it's the petrol one. I don't know how thirsty they are. But yeah, that would be a nice buy. Audi Q7, 7-seater, 4-wheel drive. I like that, but car's a bit too big. I did buy one ticket for this, only because cash alternative of 100,000. So I thought, well, you've got to be in it to win it, haven't you? There's a chance, so I just did the one ticket. But what I did play for was this one. I know they only went on there last night, but it's pointless me putting it off. I'm going to play for it, so I just well do it there and then. I did buy 3 tickets for this. These were, at the moment, £11 something a ticket. But I had near enough 30 quid credit to play with anyway, because I won £10 credit twice last week. Plus credit I built up from buying other stuff. So I think I had £29 something credit, and this come to about £34, so I had to add 4 or 5 quid myself. But there we are, that's what I'm playing for, the camper van. But I've got nothing on Thursday's draw, because nothing took my eye at all. So I can't win anything on Revcomps now until next Monday. And I'm on holidays next week anyway, so I don't know if I'm going away or not. So let me know how you got on, guys. Send me a coordinate, and good luck for this week.